Do you want me to hold you accountable, or do you want to get away with whatever you want? Exactly. I'm going to hold you accountable, and one day you're going to thank me for it. Just won't be today. One. Hands over your head. 25. This is called accountability. As a group, we decided if you don't bring your journals, the accountability is the gauntlet. So this is accountability for not bringing his performance journal. So I had this idea. When we do video, we're doing goalie review stuff. So we're reviewing drills, we're reviewing technique. I'm gonna try something different this year. I got this idea and I ran it by Ryan Dickey. What I wanna do this year, and he thought it was a good idea, we're gonna teach different aspects of hockey. I'm gonna try to bring the hockey IQ of the group up and really put these guys in a position to help slow the game down. I want them to see the game in slow motion and be able to make those reads and problem solve. And that might sound kind of confusing. It's kind of confusing to explain, trust me. But that's kind of my biggest skill, is really helping these guys see the game in slow motion. Go figure. Look who's calling me. I was doing a video about what I'm teaching in video today, and I was actually talking about you when you called, so it's pretty weird timing.
Ears are ringing, that's all.
Scotch tape.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Same Ryan Dickey that we talked about earlier. No.
You're gonna be in the vlog. Yay! Episode 3.
17. Episode 17. Everybody should be part of No Socks Skate Club.
No socks?
No socks.
Throwing dogs out right now?
I don't know what that means because I'm an adult and I speak English.
That means your toes are out. That's foul, bro.
Oh boy.
You know what? I think we should make a nude podcast where we just
Oh
translate
my God.
things Emily says.
Why, bro? I speak good English.
I don't think you speak English.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
I actually wrote a dictionary. Do you want to see it?
I don't think I want to see anything.
Muck equal eat. Example. Time to muck equal time to eat.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
What day is it? No, it's not Wednesday. It's power skating day.
If the lion is the king of the jungle, how can he be the king of the jungle? If he's not the biggest, the elephant is probably one of the biggest. He can't be the fastest because that's a cheater. He can't be the smartest. So he's not the biggest, the fastest, or the smartest. So how does the lion become the king of the jungle? His mentality. That's the only difference of a lion and an elephant. When a lion walks up and sees an elephant, he thinks lunch. An elephant thinks run.
Did you watch Game 1 last night?
Of course I did.
Fell asleep after this at the second.
It was nice. It's pretty cool because I did so literally right before puck drop, I did a video session on power plays, and I'm trying to teach my goalies different power play setups, and basically like the majority of what NHL coaches use is a 1-3-1 or a variation of a 1-3-1 that obviously evolves and moves into other things, but it's a basic clean setup of a 1-3-1. And I went over quite a bit on Edmonton and how they have success and how for the majority of the time, McDavid will be on that flank on the left side, which is not his one-timer side, and he'll swoop up and come in with speed. And you didn't know if he's going to go across the railroad to Draisaitl or if he's going to take the open ice in front of him. And so after I did this video session, and reviews were really good, but I went and watched the game with one of my goalies that it was in this review. And he was able to sit there and dissect everything that we went through. And this was a kid that when I said to the beginning of the group, does anybody know what a 1-3-1 was? He had no idea. And this is kind of what I want to do in my summer is I want to teach the game and I want to teach these concepts to try and make the hockey IQ of the group come up. So just a one session, like for me to have the session and then go and watch a game with this guy, and this guy's able to pick out things that we talked about. It was like a pat on the back to myself. Like it was like, all right, it actually got there. There was retention. There was a little bit of understanding there, and hopefully a lot of those guys took something out of it. But it was just a pretty cool dichotomy of how that worked, and it wasn't planned. It was just kind of lucky, but it was like another same thing. It was like, all right, maybe I'm onto something here. Maybe this is really going to work.
You're telling me that being smarter is better?
Wrong side? Is she on the wrong side? We're on the blocker side of the screen stand again. Again. So this past weekend, I was at that Brock seminar for coaching. I was sitting there listening to one of the speakers, and I was just kind of looking around the room, and it really made me appreciate how long I've been doing this and how far I've come and how many people I've been in contact with. I can't walk in more than 10 feet without seeing 3 or 4 different players that I coached as kids in AAA that are all like, hey, BUJ, how's it going? It took me about 25 minutes to get into the room because I couldn't walk past somebody that I hadn't coached. To see how much they've matured and grown and where they are now as young 20-year-olds in their hockey journey, it really made me appreciate what I'm doing. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the process. And that's one thing that I don't think I did when I played was I didn't enjoy the process. And even through this coaching journey, I haven't enjoyed every day. I got to sit there and look around the room and see 4 or 5 different people that I've coached with or coached against, and then see 4 or 5 different speakers that I know and I've had personal connections with. And then just, it was just a surreal moment. And I just wanted to kind of share that with everybody. When you don't know how far you've come, take a step back and really take a look, and you'll understand that you have come much farther than you believe you have.
Please stay.